Today we are starting a new Zman. Zman is, in English we would call it a semester, our fall, our winter semester. It is a long one. It starts now and goes all the way to Pesach. No breaks. A little bit on Chanukah. You get a little break around Chanukah, but essentially from now till Pesach, we are committing ourselves, dedicating ourselves to learn what God wants. We read the Parsha of Noach on Shabbos, and I don't know if you noticed, there's a very, very interesting Rashi here. So the pasuk starts, right? These are the offsprings of Noah. Noah was a righteous man. Right? Ele toldot Noach. Noach ish tzadik tamim haya bedorotav. That in his generation, he was a tzaddik. Then if you look at Rashi, Rashi says that some of the rabbis say that this is praising him, and other rabbis, although the word rabbis doesn't say here, believe that the word in his generations means it is not for his praise. Just the opposite. That if Noah lived at the time of Abraham, he would be nothing. That's what Rashi says. Yeh klum, nothing. The Torah says that Noach was an ish, tzaddik, tamim. It says that he was a righteous person, that he was a complete, perfect person, right? A righteous man, perfect in his generation. For 120 years, he built an ark. He had to collect all the animals. Now you know that the animals that came in pairs came by themselves. But the ones that he had to bring 7 of each, he had to go collect them. Just think about that. He had to run around, and every animal that is pure, he had to go find it and bring 7 of its kind. Put it into the ark. And then for a year to take care of them. To feed them, to clean them, the whole thing. The Gemara says that, Shem says that they didn't sleep the whole year. Because the feeding cycle of all the animals was different. Some animals ate in the morning, some of them in the afternoon, some of them in the late afternoon, some of them in the evening, at night. The whole time, Noah was occupied with taking care of these animals. Tremendous chesed. Tremendous chesed. His generation was full of theft, serving idol, all sorts of terrible things were occurring during that time, and he is the only one. So Noach was a big, big tzaddik. So how is it that we say that when it says if he lived in a different generation, he would be nothing? So the Ben Ish Chai, right? Ben Ish Chai says that there's really no contradiction here. That is, the rabbis who say that he was a tzaddik, that was before the flood. And those who say that he wasn't a tzaddik, that is after the flood. What happened after the flood? This is relevant to all of us. What happened after the flood? He drank the wine. He didn't really drink the wine. There was a first problem. He planted a vineyard. Correct. He planted grapes. So look at what the verse says. It says like this. Vayachel Noach ish ha'adama vayita karen. Right? So it says Noah, the man of the earth. The man of the earth. debased himself and planted a vineyard. Now, what does Rashi say on this vineyard? Rashi says, no, it's not here. Vayachel asa atzmo chulin. Debased himself. Because he should have occupied himself with planting other things. Everything at the beginning has tremendous power. The beginning. In the beginning, there is a tremendous power. Noah came out of the ark. The world was completely purified. God washed away everything, made the world as if just created. Got rid of all sins, all evil, everything is beautiful. Noah comes out and he has the ability to start right. To start with full power. And the beginning of a week, of a month, of a year, of a zman, of a life, of a marriage, you name it, has a tremendous amount of power. Noah had an opportunity to start this new world the right way. But what did he do? He planted a vineyard, made wine, and got drunk. The beginning is very, very powerful. Noah had to start a new civilization from him and his family. This is the beginning. What do you do? Noah missed an opportunity. He missed the opportunity to start society, to start humanity, to start the world on the right foot. Don't make that mistake yourself. This is the beginning of Zman. This is a beginning of your winter Zman of learning Torah. Don't fall asleep. Don't waste the opportunity that you have to succeed in your learning. On Rosh Hashanah, you dive into the Kadosh Baruch Hu. You had the 10 days of Tshuva, then Yom Kippur, right? All of that is channeled towards what? Now. After the Chagim, right? Rosh Chodesh Mar Cheshvan, this is now you're going to see the fruits of all of the things that you prayed for. Make sure you start right. Make sure that you take the opportunity that the Kadosh Baruch Hu gave you and use it the best way you can. Don't plant a vineyard and get drunk. Don't miss an opportunity to start right. It doesn't matter what happened in Elul Zman. It doesn't matter what happened in the summer Zman. It's a brand new Zman. This is an opportunity for you to show the Kadosh Baruch Hu that you're serious. That you're here to learn, you're here to grow, you're here to become a better person, you're here to influence other people. This is also a lesson that we can learn from Noah. Think about this. Avraham Avinu, we'll see a little later, Kadosh Baruch Hu comes and tells him that we're going to destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. So Avraham Avinu says, what if there are tzaddikim there? 50, 40, 30, right? We get to a point where we understand if there are 10 righteous people, or 9 plus the Kadosh Baruch Hu, then it would save the city. How many righteous people did we have at the time of Noah? 1? No. Do the math. Him and his children. How many is that? 4? 5? What? 5. The answer is 8. Him and his wife, how many is that? 2. His 3 sons and their wives? 3 sons and their wives. That's 6 plus 2 is 8. If we had one more, the flood would have not happened. One more. No one needed to do kiruv on one person. One person was more. If you have 9 with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, it's 10. He needed one guy. He needed one guy. So the idea is we see that he didn't do kiruv. 120 years he was working on building the ark. But he didn't succeed in influencing one person. Because if he would have, maybe the Kadosh Baruch Hu would have said, there's 10 tzaddikim, that should save the world. It says if he lived at the time of Avram Avinu, he would be nothing. Why? Because Avram Avinu, wherever he went, was Megayer, bringing people closer and closer to God. He wasn't commanded not to bring anybody closer. He said, build the ark. Why do I have to build it for 120 years? So that everybody around you knows that the flood is coming. And he would say, the flood is coming. People say, flood, shmud, whatever it is. So these are the things that you have an opportunity also to influence. The people in the yeshiva. You see guys in your shir, come to class. Don't slack off. Come, let's go. The rabbi's waiting. It's an opportunity for you also to help to bring the guys, make the program better. And that is the way to start the Zman. When you have an opportunity to speak up, you should. When the Kadosh Baruch Hu says to Moshe Rabbeinu, I'm going to destroy the Jewish people and start fresh, what does Moshe Rabbeinu say? Okay. He says, go ahead. Pulls a lawn chair, leans back, says, okay, go ahead, kill him. No, he begs. He says, please, don't do this. For your own kavod, don't do this. Noah could have said the same thing. Kadosh Baruch Hu, people are going to say that you made a mistake. That you created humanity, now you're destroying them. Please don't. For your own sake. Maybe that would have saved the generation. But Noah was there. He didn't say anything. Build an ark, I'm going to flood the world. Okay. That's why. So the Torah is telling us, it's teaching us two things. And I think there's a lot we can take from this. Especially when we are here in the beginning of the Zman. To really start on the right track.